and welcome back to Pink Poodle 2. I am Pink Poodle. This is Maisie, my East End Poodle, and we are Pink Poodle 2. And today we're unboxing, as you can see, Fairyloot. There's a bit of a saga with Fairyloot. Now, I first saw Fairyloot, and only seen Fairyloot, on the rocking writers who now go by the name Witchy Glam Hamley. And I saw it on, I watch it every month, and I think, oh, I'd really like that because I like the look of the books. I like all the bits and pieces that you get. The only thing is with Fairyloot, you have to go on a wait list. Now, I was on this wait list for 6 months. I thought, brilliant. Got on there, chose what I want. I thought I got the right one, but they've got all these different, but I don't know what they call it, different choices. And I thought I chose the one where you get the book and the bits and bobs. But then I wondered, why does it cost me £42? It should be only 36. Alright, so I thought, oh, it must be postage and packaging. And a bit later on, and then this is like a month ago, this is like a month behind, I realised I'd subscribed to the 2 adult books. So I wrote to them and said, look, I'm really sorry, but I didn't realise I subscribed to the wrong subscription. They said, well, we can't do anything about it. You're going to have to unsubscribe and then go back on the waiting list. So that's what I've done. So meanwhile, I've waited for these 2 books to come. And I can categorically tell you, I am not disappointed whatsoever. I showed Paul this morning and he was like, oh my God, they're so beautiful. Like, they are just amazing, aren't they, Maisie? So I wanted to share with you my first Fairyloot and my last Fairyloot until I get another 6 months down the line and I get to go on the actual one that I actually want, which is the book and the 4 other items that you get. But like, it is really, it is amazing. I've not got any books that look like this. So Maisie, we're going to put away there. I'm going to show you what it looks like that. That's the logo for Fairyloot. You can also get another one that's kind of like this, but isn't like this. It's called, what is it? I can't remember. They unboxed that as well, but I can't remember what that is. But I like the Fairyloot stuff there. So I'm going to put that aside now. And this is what you got. Living Legends. This was the thing. It says adult box. I don't know if this is the one. Yeah. The Night Ends with Fire. This is one of the books. And it says, inspired by the legend of Milan. This is action-packed, thrilling fantasy following Merlin, a young woman who defies tradition and takes her father's place in the army. Prepare for turmoil as she grapples with conflicting loyalties of love, duty, and power. Your Fairyloot exclusive edition has exclusive resigned cover by Curie Hung and typography by there you can see that I can't see it there. Reversible dust jackets, colorway, yeah, you'll see anyway. So this is the adult box, right? So your Fairyloot books come in a book cover. And this is the Living Legends book. Night of the Fire. That is what the front cover looks like. And it's like got cold indents on it and that. Fairyloot exclusive. And then we can open it up. And this is the alternative cover. I like the first cover first. And it says here, it says, defiant and courageous, sweepingly epic and tenderly romantic, adventure, romance and dragons, truly enthralling. And then it says here, KX Song, a diaspora writer with roots in Hong Kong and Shanghai, raised between cultures and languages. She enjoys telling stories that explore a shifting nature of memory, translation and history. Her young adult novel an echo in the city, named after a best book of 2023 by Financial Times and Curus Reviews. The Night Ends with Fire is an adult fantasy debut. You can learn more about the lady at kxsong.com, and it says, this is the blurb, right? It says, let me just put her there, right? Right, what is it? We're going to read it. The three kingdoms are at war, but Merlin's father refuses to answer the imperial draft. Tapping on his own opium addiction, he plans to sell Merlin for a dowry instead, but she discovers her husband to be is violent and ill-tempered. She decides to take matters in her own hand. The next day, she disguises herself as a boy and in his father's place. In the army, Merlin's hard work brings her recognition, friendship, and growing closeness with Sky, a prince-turned-training partner. But her kingdom barrels towards distraction. Merlin must decide to trust Sky, who inspires her loyalty and love, a sea dragon spirit with the power to grant impossible magic, or an infuriating enemy prince who makes her question everything she once knew about her kingdom, her loyalty, and her own heart. So, I much prefer this side, but then what we can do then is actually have a look at the outside. So this is what the book looks like. If you just don't want the dust cover, it's all gold foiled. Oh, that's going to slips. And then we have beautiful painting on there. Around there with golden, it's like the dragon. And there. And then we haven't finished yet. So when we look inside it, we've got these beautiful pictures of, I imagine that's Maylene and Sky. Beautiful, stunning. I like the dragon in the background. And then we've got picture again. Beautiful picture. So I really like the pictures. And then there's, I started reading it yesterday actually. There's like this is like you've got like this book like this. I don't know how many pages have we got of reading. We've got 421, and then we've got some, oops, we've got a map. I didn't see that yesterday. There's the map of the country. Three Kings Kingdom, Dragon, Sea Dragon, and all these different places. This is like there. And beautiful illustration as well. And yeah, so that's what the book like. This book looks like that. The Night Ends with Fire. It just says here, dear Fairyloot reader, as a child growing up in the early 2000s, I was raised on an era of love triangles where the Hunger Games, even the Lord of the Rings and Star Wars. Looking back, I found it compelling, for these romantic entanglements was the idea that the love you feel and for disparate people reveals not only about the other person, but sometimes about yourself. So yeah, Merlin is a character at war with herself, raised in restriction society, and treats women secondary to men. Oh, there you go. So yeah, so that's that book. So we put that dust jacket back on. I like the first bit when it comes in, and then the second book is completely different. I'm kind of sticking to some kind of new. Again, it comes in the. See my AC unit there. Sorry, you don't want to be looking at my AC unit here. I'm trying to do this so you can't see it. I'm messing up this one. I got the wrong knob today washing there. This one is called Sleep Like Death by Kaylin Bayron. Cinderella is dead, but Snow White fights on. So this is the outer. You got the picture back on the outer thing now. And then we look in here, and we've got a picture of. I don't know who this would be. I'm not sure who that is. But we've got a different cover. I didn't realise that's there. This is the other way of covering. It's quite nice that. I quite like that. Different. And then we've got, this is the lady who wrote it, and it says, best-selling author of young adult novels, Cinderella is Dead, The Poisoned Heart, The Wicked Fate, You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight, as well as middle grade Vanquishers series. She is a winner of Books Are My Feet readers. What does I say? Winner of Books Are My Bag Readers Award for YA Fiction 2020. The Wondery Children's Book of 2020. She has been shortlisted for the Good Reader's Choice Award for YA Fantasy 2020 and nominated for the Clip Carnage Medal 2021. When she's not writing, you can find her listening to Ella Fitzgerald, love a bit of Ella Fitzgerald, on loop, attending the theatre, watching scary movies and spending time with her kids. She lives in, where's that? Ithaca, New York with her family. And there's her other books there. And this says, this is what it's about, right? Oops, I'll have a look at that again in a minute. Oh, this is difficult to do like this, so that's the gold foil inside. And that, it says, right, it says, I read it says, oh, I have to send it here, sorry love. Sorry, I have to do like this. Right, Eve is ready to be queen, the queen's sword to revenge. Now, Eve is ready to be the queen's sword to be her revenge. Princess Eve was raised with one purpose, to destroy the night, an evil sorcerer who terrorizes the Queen's Bridge with his wicked magic. Far too many of the subjects have been devastated by the knight's trickery, but Eve's own unique magic, the ability to conjure weapons from nature, makes her worthy adversary. As she approaches her 17th birthday, Eve is ready to battle, but her mother, Queen Regina, has been acting bizarrely, talking to the strange mirror alone every night. When a young man claiming to be the knight's messenger appears, she shares a shocking truth with Eve's past. Unsure who to trust or what to do next, Eve must find the courage to fight, but will be enough to save her family and her queendom. Best-selling author Caitlin Barron returns to the world of the groundbreaking duo of Cinderella is Dead with a captivating standalone reimagining of Snow White's fairy tale. Okay, so in here, that you saw earlier, is this picture. And then this one is here. Let's see what else we've got. A handwritten thing from the author, which I am so thrilled to be. I can't really read all that. There's that. And then we've got some. So they're all ones there. Cinderella is Dead, The Poisoned Heart, The Wicked Fate, You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight, Sleep Like Death for young This is for adult. So I don't know what makes it adult. I will let you know. And there is how many pages. The picture of Cinderella is dead there. And we've got this again. I don't know what this is. This is bonus content. And there is, I like these pictures, these carnations. I can't see how many. And there is 341. So this is a shorter book than the other one. So this is Sleep Like Death. So I'm so annoyed at myself not realising about the Fairyloot. I would love to have been able to got the proper one, because I think that Paul said these books are beautiful, and they really are beautiful. So I'm pleased with them, yet upset that this is my first and my last Fairyloot 2 books. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a paws up, and if you'd like to leave me a comment, that would be lovely. Sorry, my voice dysphonia is getting a bit bad at the moment, but yeah, I hope everybody stays safe and well. Don't get too hot, too cold. Looks out for each other, and always remember, it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. Until next time on Pink Poodle 2, take care everybody. Bye.